We are getting into the latest Detroit Lions rumors for you folks today. In this video, we're going to be going over many things. First off, we're going to talk about an article where a guy rips on Jared Goff for just a minute. I did a video on my personal channel, so I'll just spend about a minute on it here. If you want to watch in deep one, go to my channel there. 5 numbers that the Detroit Lions need to look at this off season compared to what we did last year. So we're going to get that. Analysts suggest the Detroit Lions should make a blockbuster trade for a wide receiver. We're going to get in that. And Lions are really excited about the Michigan Panthers kicker who we signed, Jake Bates, a little bit ago. Let's go. Smash the sub button. We're at 10,300 subs. Let's get to 10,400 subs. This channel is about to explode with content. Trust me, you're going to want to subscribe so you don't miss out. Article came out trashing Jared Goff. I'm only going to spend about a minute on it because I've already talked about it on my personal channel. It's talking about how Jared Goff's massive contract extension sinks the Detroit Lions offseason. It was a bad decision. He gave us a C grade for the offseason because we gave Jared Goff a contract extension. He talks about how Jared Goff's not a top 10 quarterback. He talks about how it was a terrible decision to give this guy. It's going to hamper the Lions down for many years. And he talks about that the Lions should have just played out the contract and did 2 franchise tags on Jared Goff like a moron. All I can say is I don't know who this guy is, but he is literally the dumbest analyst I've ever heard in my entire. I've never heard somebody say, play out the contract, then you do all the franchise tags and all that stuff so you can just pay out and destroy the cap a couple years from now. Not going to happen right there. Not a top 10 quarterback. The article is dumb. Read it for yourself. It makes your IQ drop a couple points because what he's suggesting is the fact that this dude I don't know if he's ever paid attention to the NFL and how quarterback wages work and cap. It's literally a terrible, terrible article. Check that out. Let's get into something that's more important here. And we're going to talk about the Michigan Panthers, how we signed Jake Bates from the Panthers. And I know that it's filling a much-needed role. A lot of people are really excited about Jake Bates, what he's going to bring to the Detroit Lions. I got to caution a little. I think we should all slow down just a little bit. First off, it's not guaranteed that he's going to make the roster. First off, Michael Badgley has been doing good in OTAs and minicamp. Jake Bates started out great, but he went 17 for 22. He missed 5 field goals. And the contract suggests it's not guaranteed that he's going to make this team. So I'm not saying he's not going to be the kicker. I'm not saying he's going to do great. I just say slow down the expectations right here. Let this play out in training camp. Whoever wins, wins. That's all we want is want the best player to win. We want Jake Bates to go out there and kick 64-yard field goals and stuff like that. But I'm just saying slow down just a little bit. He is just one person. I don't want this expectation of Jake Bates out there like he's Justin Tucker or the greatest kicker to ever exist. We just let this thing play out. Let's be cautious about it. I think hopefully he'll do a really good job. Hopefully he is getting straighter, but his kicks were a little bit off. So let's just slow down a little bit on Jake Bates. Turner was released by the Lions. We'll see if they pick him up on the practice squad. You say, no way they wouldn't do that. Well, somebody's not going to make the kicking position. And say if Jake Bates wins it, maybe Michael Badgley doesn't want to be a practice squad or something like that. So we'll see going forward, but just lower the expectations right there. Who do you think wins the kicker battle? Do you think it's going to be Badgley? Do you think it's going to be, Jake Bates? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. 5 Detroit Lions numbers that you keep up here. Number 88.8, opponents' average rushing yards per game. I want the numbers to be better this year. That's insane good numbers. When you're allowing teams only to rush less than 100 yards on you, you're second ranked in the NFL. From that, I want it to be less. How would it be less? Well, first off, you got DJ Reader, but most importantly, I think our ability to stop the running game is absolutely amazing. But most importantly, what we need to get better on stopping the run game is the mobile quarterback. Those numbers would be much less if it wasn't for the quarterback rushing. I mean, we were absolutely stingy in the run game. You just could not run on the Detroit Lions. I remember every time we'd go against a team, whether it be Bijan Robinson or Christian McCaffrey, the 49ers or whoever, I'm telling the other team that the Lions are going to stop that run game. It's the mobile quarterback that we can't stop every single time. No way, Bijan's going to go ape on us, this, that, and the other. It never worked. The Lions are good at stopping the run, but we got to get better stopping the quarterback. So I agree with these numbers. I do think that you'd want it to get near the same, but I want it to get better. I think we can get better. I think we can be the first number 1 ranked run defense in football with DJ Reader and more talents on this whole team. Linebackers with Jack Campbell getting better. Derek Barnes, good wrapping up. We got some good tacklers. Let's get this number lower. Let's be the number 1 ranked run defense in football, both running back and a quarterback who is mobile. So let me know in the comment section what numbers you think that the Lions could get better at. Next one here, what the line sacks allowed by the offense, or 31. Tied 4th in the NFL. That means we had very good offensive line. I want that to get better. Let's get less sacks. We had 31 last year. Let's get less than 31. I think we can improve. Let's do 30. Those are really good numbers. When you're only getting sacked 31 times a year, that is a damn good number. Remember, I remember one game we got sacked 10 times in. That was with Stafford years ago. That one game was 1/3 of the whole season last year for the Detroit Lions. So very good numbers. Let's continue to get up there. 20-man, you are correct. 8-15-10 Detroit Lions had 4 players reach 850 scrimmage yards and 10 touchdowns. First in the NFL. Wow, 4 players do that. That's amazing. I think we can do that again. Montgomery, Jahmyr Gibbs, St. Brown, Jameson Williams, Sam Laporta. Can they do it? Can these guys do it? I think we can. We had 4. Let's get 5. 23.7 opponents average field position, first in the NFL. Yeah, that's great, Dave. Oh, man, that's good by punting. And I tell you what, that's great by punting. Jack Fox deserves a lot of credit. When your opponent is backed up to 23-7, if everyone was just to take the fair catch or whatever, you would have had better position than the Detroit Lions. So the punting and special teams, phenomenal job. 85, the number of 20-plus yard plays recorded by the Lions offense, second in the NFL. Dang, that's a lot. I think we get to 100 right there. Let's get to 100. So good numbers right there by Tim 20-man doing his job. Go ahead and rate his articles. He's good. He's the Lions beat writer. I like what he brings. And finally, I suggest Detroit Lions make a blockbuster trade for a wide receiver, Brandon Aiyuk. The trade would suggest that you would get Aiyuk for Jameson Williams and a draft pick. Why does this continue to happen? Okay, first off, there's 2 things why this is not, or 3 reasons why this is not going to happen. They're not trading Jameson Williams. Jameson Williams still on his rookie deal. He's really cheap. He's already developed with the Detroit Lions offense. We have developed him. Why in God's green earth would you trade away a developmental player who is cheap, who is really fit well with this offense? It's starting to really to be a Ben Johnson, Dan Campbell type of guy. Makes no sense. Secondly, you'd have to give up mass draft capital for Brandon Aiyuk. The Lions have not done that yet, ever. Ever. What do you think they're going to do? Do you think that the Lions are going to do that now? No. They're not going to give up a first-round draft pick. That's probably what's going to have to cost. And third, Brandon Aiyuk wants to get paid as the best wide receiver in football. We just paid St. Brown. That is the reason why he wants to get out of there, is they won't pay him. That is the reason. Yes, we have money, but we just paid St. Brown big money. There's no way we're going to do that to a Brandon Aiyuk. That's stupid. You're giving up more money And you're getting a player, maybe he is a little bit more talented than Jameson Williams. Okay, maybe. But we have so many other weapons, it's not going to make much of a difference. Stay with what you got. Develop your players. Trust the draft. This would destroy the Lions' cap, and it would really hurt the Lions for the future. It would. It's not what Brad Holmes does. So, no, we're not going to be trading for Brandon Aiyuk. Let's get in the next one here. The Lions are really excited about Davenport opposite of Aiden Hutchinson, and God, I wish I have their excitement. I do. I truly hope they are correct. Brad Holmes is correct. The coaching staff is correct. If Davenport works out, it'd be monumental for this team. Because this is the one player in free agency I question is Marcus Davenport. And because he has an injury history, hasn't shown anything yet, so you're going off promise. I generally like the idea of going off what you have done on the field. That is my number one thing. This, you can't really do that. You have to go on promise that he's going to stay healthy. You got to go on promise that he's going to develop and he's going to be really good. You know, we waited for Charles Harris, Romeo Okwara, Julian Okwara, John Kaminsky, Joshua Pascal. It has yet happened opposite Veda Hutchinson. Can this be the guy? Can he do it opposite Veda Hutchinson? Can we finally get that? I don't know. It's yet to be seen. It is, and I don't know. So I'm a little pessimistic, and I hope, but I do. I always put, and I want you guys to know this. Brad Holmes, Dan Campbell know more than me, and I defer to them. They are much better grade of talent. They are much better understanding of talent than I am. It's not even close. So defer to them. I have doubts. I believe in them. I hope so. And I'm always going to defer to those two. They're the greatest. They know talent. They know how to develop talent. They know how to find talent. They know what they're doing the best right now. They're the best, in my opinion. So I defer to them. Folks, in upcoming videos, we have a lot to talk about, so subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on the latest Lions news and rumors. Adios.